It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start on the ground here on first down and give him 6 yards here as he stopped. Five at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Clark. 7 yards there and a first down. The Patriots at 7-9 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down. They'll look to throw here. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Levis looking to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You look at this Patriots defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
3rd and short. It's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Levis to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to...
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field. An interception, and remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And they'll send Waddle in motion left. On second down, a run by Achane. But he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. On first down, Kirkpatrick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Randolph. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. You talk about this Miami defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Achane on first and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first down, back to Achane. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Levis back to throw. And that is incomplete. Prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Kirkpatrick, and he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 21. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd and 2, Randolph. He finds his man, complete. That's Clark. And he will have a Patriots first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Clark. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action. Here's Levis. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Terry McLaurin. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Randolph. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Achane here, they stay on the ground. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
1st and 10, it's Levis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Kirkpatrick, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Randolph. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Randolph. His throw incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down now, it's Clark. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw on 3rd down, Randolph. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the 2nd half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They have And the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Over the middle, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd and 4. Back to throw, it's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Achane gets it from the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Achane. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Achane once more. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now Levis. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl A 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On second down, Kirkpatrick. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Randolph. He finds his man complete. That's Clark. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go. Clark. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw. Randolph. And he fires one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 3rd down, Randolph. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Levis. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll run it. Achane with it. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Randolph. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Randolph. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Clark, and he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Randolph. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the give, here's McBride. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's McBride. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always